Hello, everyone. Oh, good. It's finally working. Awesome. Um, Welcome to our Chainsaw Man episode 7 live stream. And I'm so excited because I finally have a special guest that I've been trying to get on for ages now, but she's finally available. So I'm gonna bring her up in a second. Um, but yeah, if you are here, let us know that you are. I'm really excited to get to this episode because this was an interesting one, and I have many thoughts on what happened, and we're going to definitely talk about that. But without further ado, let me welcome my good buddy, Carissa. What's up? You finally made it.
Yeah, when school's not so busy.
Yeah, I get it. I definitely get it. Did I tell you I started my MCAT prep?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All the money I paid for it, I'm actually gonna have to follow the regimen that they give me.
Yeah.
Uh, there's something about it being like when it comes from your own pockets, like there's more of an obligation to make sure you see it through.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're just gonna go through those trials and tribulations, but we'll be all right. We'll get through it. Before we start, I've got a couple not a couple, really one. Um, the commercial for my merch item, which I'm about to bring up in a second. I have the MTS Mel the Scientist bracelet, handmade by me, and the commercial will give you all the. Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm about to bring it up. Introducing my first ever merch item, the official MTS bracelet. It's designed and handmade by yours truly and is composed of MTS letter charms, black lava stones, and sodalite. Sodalite is a semi-precious stone that promotes alignment of the head and the heart, allowing you to think logically and solve problems with more ease. I also apply a jewelry shield that protects those with sensitive skin from metallic irritation, so you can wear your MTS bracelet with pride. There are two variations, one with rhinestone accents and one incorporating hematite, which is an iron oxide material with its own healing properties. You'll also receive a personally handwritten note by me thanking you for supporting my business. You can find the MTS bracelet on my small jewelry business site, mellostorybox.com. Thank you so much.
Girl, you cute.
Thank you. I did that using iMovie.
Yeah, I see you. I see you.
Yeah. Of course, you'll be able to plug your own business as well, because that's what we do here. So, did you want to wait till before or after
Oh,
we
we can do it after. It don't matter.
Okay. All right. So let's go on ahead and get to this review. Oh, you see my pillow?
I see you, girl. Got you all kinds of stuff.
I'm just kind of testing out new merch to see like what it would look like. Oh, how was Thanksgiving?
It was really good. We went to my people house out there in the country. So,
Oh, y'all didn't host it this year?
we ain't cooked nothing. We just went out there. I
Okay.
didn't feel like cooking. I know Mama ain't feel like cooking, so
Oh,
that's
did y'all went to the y'all cousin's house, the one that I went to?
mm-hmm.
That way out there in Baton Rouge.
Well, it's not
You know,
even that. It's just a whole different town. That's a small country town out there.
oh, snap. Yeah, I'll never forget when I guess he was your cousin. He came out there saying, "Y'all want some coon?"
You tried it and you said it wasn't bad.
It actually wasn't. That's the sad part. Maybe it's because it was fresh. I don't know if he killed it that day or not.
I don't know, but he cooked it with sweet potatoes, so it made it better.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay. Yeah, it didn't taste bad. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Yeah, let's get into this episode, which was wild, but still not my favorite. My favorite was last week,
Last
but
week's episode pissed me off.
it did, and I talked about it on my channel. I sure did. I was pissed with the thing one, thing two duo of uselessness.
Hold on. I had to pull up their names so I can like say them correctly. Cause
The girl's name is Kobani, and the
yeah,
dude's name was Ari.
she took me off. Cause one, if you knew that you was a scaredy cat anyway. Why would you even become a demon slayer? You know what I'm saying? Like you had two choices. You could have been a sex worker or you could have been with them.
Right.
My opinion, she should have went and chose the sex worker. I know that sounds bad, but I mean, she knew she was scary, or she could have just ran away and made a life for herself, since her parents care nothing but for her brother.
But like I said last week, I feel like there were still other options that are out there. Like I don't know the culture, the Japanese culture, whatever. Parents, don't they limit their? I don't know. Not my business, not my culture. But like I feel like there were other things she could have done, other skills that she could have, that she has that she could have applied. Or honestly, just suck it up. In my opinion, like you know what I'm saying,
That's
like.
what it was, because she was talking about how her parents don't appreciate her. They always her brother's the favorite, whatever. And she told us that that was her only two options, was to
Mhm.
either become a sex worker or with them. And I was like, she should have just chose the sex worker. I mean, not
Honestly,
necessarily she would have been a prostitute. She could have been a pimp or a madam. I mean, there's a whole lot of outlets that she could have picked with that.
Um, honestly, I mean, because we learned in this episode, because we're gonna get to it, that she does have a devil contract, but
Hmm.
she's just refusing to use it, and she won't tell anyone what it is. So I'm just like, okay, well, that's on you now, because both of y'all, as soon as the devil was talking about killing Denji, y'all didn't discuss any other types of options. Y'all just said, "Can you just let it like kill you, please?" I'm just like, y'all didn't think anything through.
Oh, there was only one person that was for him, and that was Aki.
Yeah.
And he wanted, well, he was like, well, I can't kill the gun demon unless I
Mhm.
have Denji with me.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna die.
Yeah.
And then,
Exactly.
what you call old girl decided she wanted to get some courage and then stabbed the wrong person.
I know. I was just like, girl, with that long ass knife, like she gonna use it. And then when Power was taught when Power ate all the food,
Mhm.
and she came in there, she was like, "We can't do anything because of the fiend's power." I was like, what does she have to do with this? She didn't have nothing to do with anything.
She was just there. Aki got to keep both of them together. She was just there. But I
I,
do like Power though. She's kind of one of my favorites.
she's sort of kind of growing on me. I don't know. We'll see what she does
She,
later on.
she had me. I think that was what, the second episode, second or third, when she like tricked Denji to get into
Mhm,
the bat that demon's
mhm.
house. But other than that, I mean, I like Power. I mean,
This whole when she was talking about we'll get to it. We'll get to it because we're about to talk about the whole episode. So so the episode started with him like jumping down into the Eternity Devil. What are your thoughts on the Eternity Devil? Because like I said last week, that's the first devil that we've seen that's like not a person, place, or a thing. Like normally it was like the sea cucumber devil, the bat devil, the leech devil, like other stuff. I forget. But this is the first one that's like a conceptual devil, like eternity. Like how does that even exist?
I don't know. It looked like he grew over time with all his different victims because he's got like different
Mm-hmm.
faces and stuff. And then it was an interesting devil because every time he got hurt, he grew bigger. So
Yeah,
he fed off of pain.
yeah,
And then
that's true.
as I was watching Dingy like just cutting him up, I was just like, you're just not getting the concept that he's getting bigger the more you cut him.
I
I mean,
know.
obviously he ended up beating him, but it was just like in the
Wait,
beginning,
now that you say that, how did he actually beat him? Now that I think about it, because he thrives off of pain, physical pain.
he must have found his heart because he was kept saying that you won't find his heart.
Yeah,
But his heart had to be deep down in there because he kept going. And then like at the
free egg.
last of it, it had like two heads or something that looked like this, and he like split
Mm,
in half,
yeah,
and
yeah, I got
that's when it was over.
I got that picture.
So I was
Visually,
like,
visually
that must have
tested.
been his heart because I was looking for a physical, like looking type of, a heart.
Yeah. What I thought was because last week when he was like when the devil was like you won't be able to find my heart. They had showed the picture of like his veins or capillaries just kind of like throughout the building. So that
Mhm.
had me thinking that he had stored his other like parts of himself throughout the rest of the hotel.
Mhm.
And I mean, turns out that there was really an actual heart that was kind of there, but I thought maybe it was like on a different floor because he had trapped them on the 8th floor, and I thought it
Mhm.
was going to be impossible for that to happen. Um, but yeah, he got it eventually. Um, so yeah, this is a compilation that I was able to get of him fighting, and then he had almost he had passed out while he was fighting because he lost a lot of blood.
Yeah, and what's
He
her
did-
name? Shit. The one with the eye patch. Hold on, I got her. Hamino.
Yeah, Himeno.
She helped him too with her ghost demon
Yeah,
by
she did.
using the little hand to pull his chainsaw cord.
Yeah, I forgot she did.
Because Power was the only one that knew, like, if he loses too much blood, then
Mhm.
he's done. And but what also helped him was he was also drinking the devil's
The
blood too as he was
Yeah,
killing him.
yeah, because he figured out, that he should do that, and then he said that he was like a perpetual motion machine because as long as he keeps feeding the blood, he'll be able to just I mean, getting fed the blood, he'll just be able to go at it.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna drink someone's blood like that unless I truly had to, like Denji. But,
But if
yeah,
I'm not tripping, didn't that thing rip his arm off?
it
Or
did.
his okay.
It definitely did, but it pulled back together.
I was about to say it happened so fast. I was like, I thought his arm came off, but
Mhm.
then it cut to another scene. He had his arm again. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a small second scene where you saw it pull back in.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. But yeah, it was tearing him up. It was tearing him up.
Yeah,
But
he
then
was
when
losing for a little minute.
huh?
He was losing for a second. Everybody was
Yeah,
just staring there. I was just like, y'all could at least help him. I mean, he did kind of sacrifice himself for y'all.
right? Because as soon as he jumped in, that little girl, I say little, but she said she was 20 this episode, right?
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, thank God it's over." I'm just like, "Okay, well, y'all could at least pull in an assist or something." You
Um,
just sat there and let him fight this devil. I was like, Okay, well, right."
Amino is the only one
Who was
that helped.
actually up? Well, I mean, Aki, he was injured or whatever, so he was in the
I was
bed.
about to say if he wasn't injured, he would have helped too because he wanted him to stay alive for
He
obvious
was.
reasons. But old girl stabbed him,
I know. So yeah, he was able to go at it for 3 whole days.
which is crazy because he just kept feeding off that blood.
But even if he was calling himself a perpetual motion machine, like being able to keep going at it as long as he has that blood to feed him, I still feel like because he is still a human being as well, like he was still gonna run out of steam. Like even if your blood supply is still being kept up, like your stamina, everything else, something's gotta be dwindling there just a little bit.
Well, maybe it was just the demon side that took over for them 3 days because I
Yeah,
mean I get what you're saying because obviously someone's gonna get tired sometime, but
shoot,
maybe
apparently the devil got
he
tired.
wanted that kiss. Okay, that's what he wanted. He wanted that kiss.
He
So
did.
he had motivation.
And he got it too, didn't he?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. You could have kept that.
um, so then I forgot to add these photos, but it was a flashback. She had a flashback to her talking to her boss, or I don't know if he's still her boss or former, and he was like, um, all your other partners died because they were like sane and composed and they were able to like fear the devil enough, but that's what also got them killed. And that's what let the devil be able to like get inside their heads and mess them up and stuff. But Denji is so freaking wild that like he would be the best enemy for a devil when fighting them because he's just he's
He just,
crazy.
he just goes at it and just doesn't stop.
Yeah, so um it'll work.
If you
And
give him the right motivation, he gonna do it.
yeah, exactly. I mean, also like he grew up in a way different like environment than the
Hmm.
rest of them. He had to raise himself, poor thing. So, and he's obviously got screws loose, but he's also uneducated and everything. So, he's not really thinking about anything except like Like everything about himself, like his instincts are just straight primal because he hasn't
Mhm.
tried anything. And it's working out really. Ugh, that devil was so nasty.
I don't know. He wasn't as bad as the Bat Devil's lover or whatever. Like
Oh yeah.
she looked it like she had nipples, titty. Like it was bad.
Aren't those are called udders though, right? Or
I
at
don't
least
know what
I
it
don't even know
was,
if that's the
but
case. Do leeches even have those?
she was nasty looking.
I know.
So
Yeah.
I was glad she cut him up. I mean, he was losing to her too, but
Oh, he definitely lost to her.
yeah.
I mean, because Aki came in with the assist. Um, because that thing was ugly. First of all, how you gonna have just a big old face of lips and no eyes, and no nose? How does that work?
Look, the creators of this story, I tell you, they was on something. They was drinking something and
I
feeling
mean,
some type of way.
this whole Chainsaw Man concept, someone was on something when they wrote this, but I like it. Yeah, here
Oh,
it is.
that's the I believe that had to be his heart or something.
Had to be as small as it was too. Like that whole big thing, and then that little small. Um, yeah, I wasn't expecting that to be the heart.
Because it
Did
was
he?
like right after he split that thing, they was coming out the elevator and stuff.
Yeah, because the thing is, he was so the devil was so tired of Denji being in there that he was like, "I give up. I'm sorry. Please, here's my heart. Kill me, please." I'm just like, if you made the Eternity Devil give up, then I think you're good, to be honest.
Right.
I mean, but this gun devil, we don't really know what it looks like. It has the power to kill like millions in a second. So apparently it's a way bigger foe than the Eternity Devil could be.
Yeah, it was sad though seeing Aki's flashback on like his
I
little brother going back in the house and then
I know. Did you think that was him when they first showed that?
I did not know that was him.
I didn't know either.
It took me a second to figure out who it was,
Hmm.
but it makes sense on why he's the way he is.
I know that was terrible. So
I was
terrible.
like, damn, seeing your whole family just get blown to pieces.
Way, yeah. And you didn't even see it happen, which is good for him that he didn't really see it happen. But like the trauma is him knowing that his family was in there getting wiped away.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because they made the little boy look just like Aki. So
They
when they
did.
went back to him as like an adult, I was like, dang, I should have seen that. But whatever.
Mm-hmm. And they showed him like when he first met Hermino. Oh, shit, I can't keep
Him,
forgetting
you know.
her name. Hermino, yeah, however you pronounce her name. Like he didn't have his little man bun or whatever. He always had his hair down and he was like smoking kills. You shouldn't smoke.
I know, like I wanted to do a PSA so bad. I was like, do not let people force you into smoking. That was bad on her part. But honestly, after this episode, it doesn't seem like she's a good influence at all.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like she's got some demons in her closet that we gonna find out because
yeah.
she's getting drunk. She's just, I think she's beating herself up because all of her partners have died, and she
Mhm.
believes it's her fault.
Yeah, and then she got people slapping her that are the people's family members and stuff. And I was like, I don't care if, but I mean, who gave you the authority to slap someone who was working with your? I didn't understand it. I'm sorry. We would have fought. That's all I want to say.
I mean, look, she was probably too stunned to do anything, but Aki had her back. He went and did something.
Yeah, he did. That was his own little cute way of revenge. But all I'm saying is, you ain't putting your hands on me like that. But yeah, they finally came out.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the
First
worst
of
thing
all,
is,
why is these two exhausted? Y'all
that's
didn't
what
do
I was about to
anything.
say. I was about to say that. I was literally about to say that. What right do they have to be exhausted?
Like y'all can go push to the side. Leave these four over here. We
That's
had power
exactly
trying
what
to
I
keep
said.
Aki alive, and
That's
Hermione was over here trying to help Dingy, and Dingy was fighting. Like y'all two
no.
need to go somewhere else.
It's
Y'all,
really sad that power was actually way more useful than those other two.
she was, and then it's crazy. Like she just does not have no self control at all. Like that first little demon they had found in the little hotel
Mm-hmm.
in the last week's episode, she was so quick to just kill it. I was like, damn, at least see what it's gonna do or something.
Honestly, you know what? I agree. I'm gonna kill that thing too. You see some little small thing coming out with feet coming out their hair like that?
Yeah.
No, sorry, but I'm killing that abomination. But it made it worse, unfortunately.
Exactly. Like I would at least try to figure because if I'm not mistaken, didn't Hamina already have it in his her ghost hand holding it up? I thought she was
Oh,
holding it up, and then Power just like
oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I think Himeno did kill it.
was
Yeah,
like
actually,
you wasn't going anywhere. Like you could at least see what it was gonna do.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. Either way, doesn't really matter.
Those two useless pieces of crap.
I know. I was as soon as I saw when I was pulling the pictures up on my slideshow, I was like, "Wait, what are they exhausted for? They ain't do nothing." Oh,
One of them was
also,
having a panic attack, and the
I
other
know.
was like just
Drinking toilet bowl water.
right, just lost it.
I'm just like, you haven't even done anything to be this crazy yet. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still waiting to see what they are going to bring to the table. Still ain't nothing. So I when he was like, "Oh, I feel great right now, like I'm floating, whatever." I was like, "I know you're gonna pass out in like 3 seconds," and he did just that.
That's how he is. He's like coming off adrenaline rush, and then he just like just drops.
Yeah, I'm sure he had to been gone the entire week. Um,
Cause that's how he was when he finally met Makima. When they finally
mhm,
got him some food, he was just all good, and then all of a sudden he just dropped.
yeah, yeah. That first time was because exhaustion and also a lot of blood loss because I don't think
Hmm.
he figured out why he passed out. Um, which also like just imagine like chainsaws coming out from like your arm slash hand and coming out your head and stuff. That's gotta be terrible. Hopefully it doesn't hurt when it comes out. Hopefully it's just blood loss, but not the pain that comes with it.
Right.
I really hope that's what it is. So yeah, they two take them to the hospital while she tells those two useless things over there to go check in. Um, and yeah, like unscathed, they got nothing wrong with them, but
The
whatever.
thing is, I didn't. It was crazy how like no other team or whatever came to try to find them. Like I guess that
Yeah.
team's being gone for a few days to a week, but it's just like okay, something should have been brought back now. Like I'm gonna send another team to go find them.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess they will.
Well,
I
I
don't
guess they didn't I mean, they didn't send any teams, but they were wondering on the inside whether they were gonna be sending any teams in.
know. Hmm.
But apparently it didn't happen. But yeah, we do meet some new people this episode.
Oh yeah, at the bar scene.
Um, yeah. So okay, so question. This is the Eternity Devil, but what is it doing outside? Because they were outside and he's trying to find like pieces of the gun devil, but like how did they even get pieces of this devil outside?
I have no idea unless they already has like the backside of it because it looked like they're in an alley or somewhere.
Yeah.
Unless he had parts of his body outside coming out like a window or something, just hanging there. That's the only way I can see because it's not like he could have crawled out of there,
Mm-hmm.
and that's too much for them to drag.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't know how they got found his remnants out there. But and then she was suggesting that they should all like take some time to um chill and drink and get to know each other because this whole situation has just been like really emotional and everything.
Hmm.
And just give everyone a chance to calm down and reflect on their actions and stuff. Um, and he did find like a chunk of like a little small piece of the gun devil, so that's good. As small as that is, though, it probably won't do much. But
I
I'm
need
actually
to
really
wear
excited to
some
see this guy.
gloves because he's just touching this stuff without gloves.
You're right. He was pulling it out and everything. I was like, sanitation, gloves, anything.
Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because we just know how bacteria and
That's
like
about to say because we're like biology, life science majors, like it's just different. But I don't care. I don't care if it's anime, real life. I'm sorry, that's nasty. Especially a devil's blood. Who would want a devil's blood on you? Whatever. I could talk all day about that.
you see,
Um,
it was like connected to the wall, so that's why I think he just like parts of him was already connected to the outside of the building.
true. That could be true. Because I don't really know. Because we really don't know how it even manages to trap them on the same floor.
Right.
Like I really don't know. I mean, there really isn't any science behind that, but like I want to see how that would look from the outside.
Mhm.
Like him trapping them on the same floor, like because they can't leave. But like, what about people trying to come in? How does that work? So I guess that makes sense. So they finally get together and have some time to drink and be merry and stuff. Denji is 16. He should not have been drinking. I don't know what the legal limit is in Japan.
I was about to say it might be different for them because I have a friend who he moved
Let me look it
to
up.
Germany to live with his mom, and he was like, "Yeah, the drinking age over there is 16."
Oh, hold on.
Mm,
I'm have to look at drinking age in Japan. It's 20. So he should not be drinking.
man, it seemed like they didn't care anyway. Like the bartender kept bringing them more beer.
Yeah.
They didn't care. They just killed this big old demon. Well, he just killed it.
Well,
So
get him Charlie Temple or something. You gotta go.
he deserves a beer. I just fought for y'all for 3 days. I deserve it.
Yeah, you know what? He is the MVP of that whole entire thing. So I guess give it to him. Whatever. So we meet her. I don't remember her name. Um, but she seems like one of the more mature ones.
Hmm.
We meet him. I forget his name too. When I was taking my pictures, like the subtitles were not in sync with what was actually going on. So I don't know what his I would have captured it if they put his name in there, but I don't remember.
And look at Power
Um,
stuff in her face.
I know, right? But oh, you know what? I didn't think that she because she's the blood devil, I didn't think that she actually ate. I thought she just
I
drank it.
didn't think so either until I noticed like when she first moved into Aki's house,
Yeah, she was eating.
she like ate his food. So I was like, okay,
Mhm.
so she still has a little human in there
Yeah.
because I still want to know her back. Like they saw some of her backstory, but I want to know how did she?
How did she become the blood devil? Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't show that yet.
they just showed us like how she met her little meow meow,
Mhm.
fell in love with her cat and everything. So I just want to know like how did we get to this part?
Yeah. I'm sure hopefully a good anime will know to do a good origin story episode.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, and then this was actually pretty sad because he was trying to read the menu, but he couldn't really read. And I was like, oh snap, that's right. He didn't go to school. He's been raised all by he's been raising himself on the
Right.
street, trying to pay back a damn uh Yakuza member and stuff. And
All because of his daddy. Like I was like, why do I have to pay my daddy debt off? I ain't even work with y'all or nothing.
exactly.
And then he didn't even wait till his daddy was dead a long time. He came to him after the funeral and was like, well, you're working for me now to pay off this debt.
Right at the funeral. But also what what they could have done was they could have at least taken him in and then made him a devil hunter. Like,
Hmm.
but still kept him like put a house over his head, like like a roof, gave him food, nourishment so that he could be able to pay off his debt.
They ain't do
But
nothing
they literally left this boy in the streets by himself
with his pet demon.
with a dang chainsaw dog out there, which was the only reason why he was even like I think he even survived, to be honest. Um, so yeah, I was like, that's just y'all are a bunch of bullies and y'all deserved everything y'all got that first episode.
His little dog was cute though. I'm glad he saved his life.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see it really again, but
No.
proud of him. Well,
Right.
yeah. So he was like, "Oh, I can't really read these characters." I was like, "That's right, you can't read very well, can you?"
Mm-mm.
I forgot all about that. Poor thing. Hopefully, they'll give him some books or something,
I'm
make
too
him a little bit
much.
more learned. So, then he finally starts asking about the kiss, and then she was like, "I'm too bashful right now, but I promise you, it'll be good." And
It was a kiss to remember.
yeah, um, and then they finally get into ages, and or like the dude that was sitting next to him was like, "We want all the rookies to introduce themselves and stuff." So he was like, "I'm Denji, I'm 16," um, and everyone was like, "God damn, that's young." And I
Because
was,
he doesn't look 16. Like, okay, like now it's like he looks young, but all
mhm.
the other parts, he looks at least 18 to me.
I know, but I mean, like, when you've had to, like, take care of yourself all those years, it does kinda tend to, like, make you a little bit older than you look, especially if
Hmm.
you've gone through a lot. Like, if you've gone through a lot, it does tend to age you. So, unfortunately. But also, why are his teeth sharp?
You
Like,
know,
did you
I
notice
feel
that?
like it's because he didn't have good oral care, and
Like, it looks like he filed them down the fangs or something.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know why his teeth look like that.
I hope they'll explain that because they've been like that since he was younger.
I'm blaming on oral care.
Yep, probably so. Probably so. But I'm still I wanna see that explanation. We'll see. And then, he's apparently 22, and I'm like, "I don't believe that for a second," but whatever. And he's got a contract with the Fox Devil,
Mm-hmm. And
but,
Disney, he was like, how many people actually have the contract with the Fox Devil? But Aki was like, there's quite a few of us that have the Fox Devil.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, which is weird. I mean, not really weird, but, like, if someone is using the Fox Devil and someone else needs the Fox Devil at the same time in another part of town, like, how does that work? If they're using the same one, they're probably using there's probably multiple Fox Devils out there, I don't know.
probably, or they probably can like be split up. I don't know.
Or they can just be a lots of places at the same time, I don't know,
Hmm.
whatever. But she is 20 and she has a double contract, but she doesn't wanna say what it is. I'm just like, no matter what it is, you could have at least used I mean, if it's something that's as bad as, like, Aki couldn't use the sword because it takes years off his life type situation,
Right.
then you can say that, but you haven't said what the cons are of using your devil.
Hmm.
So, whatever.
Yeah,
Also her voice
she,
was really annoying.
yeah, she just annoys me, and I just really wish she'll just go do her little sex work.
I
She'll
mean,
be so
look,
much better. Just you know what? You can go be an escort. You don't even have to like go do anything. Just be a trophy
yeah, but
for somebody.
she wouldn't survive in that world either.
Well, she need to go figure something out because this
That's
ain't
what
working
I
for
said. That's what I said. So, I mean, I feel like anything could have been better than just sitting there doing nothing, not helping the boy out. Well, we'll see what kind of contract it is. Maybe, maybe not. Well, depends on whether she actually gets to do something in this season.
her.
But
Man, if it's a devil that could have really helped get them out of that, I would be upset.
that's why I'm like, it better be something that was totally useless because if that could have contributed to y'all getting out there a lot earlier and you just didn't use it. Also, when uh Himeno was talking about how this would be a good chance for those two to like apologize for trying to kill Denji. If I'm Denji, I'm like, I don't care if you apologize. I don't want to work with y'all because
Right.
y'all gave me up way easily, way too easily.
Be like, I know how you feel.
Right. So now I know that you're gonna give me up the first chance you get without thinking anything through. So I see where
Sure.
at
And
least
then
that
I'll be like, you can't do the same. If I did the same thing to y'all, you can't be mad. I'd have been like, payback's a bitch. You do what
right.
you doing. You did it to me, so I'm gonna do it to you.
Yep.
So the next devil is some type of man type of devil, and he want a young girl. All right, Yeah, here she go.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I go that far,
I'll give him up.
but you
You
know what?
really tried to stab me and
What I
kill
would do
me.
is I would let her figure it out by herself because I had to sit and fight a devil for 3 days. So, peace. Do what you need to do.
No, we ain't gonna figure it out. I'm gonna just push it toward him, just like how you tried to kill me.
She did come at him with a knife. She did.
Exactly. So
She did
I'll
come at him with
use
a
my
knife.
little chainsaw and be like, go on back up over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Take the attack.
And then, so we found out that the reason why the devils that they work with are really dangerous is because the private sector doesn't want to deal with ones that are that dangerous. So they give them to public safety, which makes
So they
perfect sense.
scary. That's
And I
all they have to say. They scary.
Right. But I feel like just like in real life, I feel like private probably has way better resources than public does, but whatever. And then that dude right there had a fiend as well, but I think he said like he was too scary to be around them or something.
Hmm.
And then the other girl that we met, she said that like everyone that started with her is dead and it's just
Hmm.
her now. So yeah, it was like this serious conversation about like how dangerous it is to work in public safety devil hunting. Um, but yeah, that's just what it is. And then yeah, things start taking a weird turn here. Um, and she can't hold her liquor not one bit,
She can't.
not one bit. I just feel like you're the leader. You gotta have some sort of composure about you. You gotta know things that you can't like you gotta be aware of how you act around people. Like I wouldn't have any like would you have any respect for your leader or the person that's in charge if you're seeing like the way they could I don't know, the way they're so willingly able to like throw down in public like that?
That's why I say she got some demons in her closet that we're gonna have to find out about, because she's trying to drown out some type of sorrow she got going on.
Yeah, it's causing her to commit rape too, or at least want to
Out.
commit rape.
We'll see, because she was about to do something. I
But
mean,
also he's incapacitated though. Like that's also a crime. He's incapacitated. I mean, we'll get to that though. But Makima finally comes in and he was trying to kiss all up on her, or he was waiting for it. Then she came in and he was head over heels for her as usual. Um, so that whole thing. So Aki was like, "Do you know why?" Yeah, okay. So this was my question last week. Why is it that this devil even knew Denji's name? Like, were you wondering why how it even knew about Denji? And it was just like, feed me Denji. I was like, wait, hold up. We just met you. How do you know about him?
I feel like just like how humans they probably be gossiping too, and word got around that Denji killed the bat demon and whatever,
Oh,
and like, let's be honest, they probably have little smaller demons that's around town they don't even know about, that can just be like, hey, look, they got this new chainsaw man thing killing us.
I didn't even think about that. I guess they're probably all like double clicks and stuff.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I want to know how it knew about his existence. That could be an option. But I really want to know for real why. Apparently, he's going to be getting targeted this whole entire time.
And then, like, if that first demon in that building was able to like break off from the big internal devil himself, like, what
Mm,
if he didn't, like, he could have broke off a piece of him to go around the town, so he could have did that too.
yeah, probably. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, that was one of my biggest things last week was how he even knew about Denji and his capabilities. Because and then I was like, no one obviously thought things through anyway, because the reason why, like Aki said, the reason why it wants to eat Denji is because it would benefit it if it did. But he wants y'all to kill it because he's not gonna kill it himself. So I'm just like, well, obviously that means Denji's a threat to him in some kind of way, and it
Hmm.
knows that. So I'm just like, y'all was really about to give him up like this without even a second thought or anything. was like, I know y'all are scared, but yeah, don't have to be like that. Yeah. So they start getting into it, drinking beers and stuff, and Aki is out. Himeno is of course out. And
Girl.
I think this is continuing to prove my theory here. I have a theory that Makima is also a devil or a fiend or something.
I've been said that because I look at her eyes and her eyes are not regularly like anyone else. Like when I first met her, her eyes look different. Her eyes kind of resemble Power's eyes, how they're yellow and
Yes.
have like a design in them. I don't
Yes.
know which fiend or which devil she's in cahoots with,
Right.
but she's got something.
Yeah. And I don't think it's a contract either.
Probably
If
not.
it was a contract, she'd still be a human being. But I'm
Mhm.
quite sure that she's either a fiend, but I think or a devil, one of those. Because what I thought in the first episode when they showed her eyeballs,
Mhm.
I thought it was just like creative license, like in anime, like how they just make people's different color hair and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But no one really cares to know how that comes about, how people just have different color hair. Like I thought they just took that creative license with her eyeballs, but then they always kept showing her eyes throughout the episodes all the time. And I was like, that's definitely because she's not a human being. Um, and I think it was further proved here because she was still wide awake after all those beers. So I'm pretty sure that's it. And then she was talking about how Power hasn't had an urge to kill anyone or anything.
Mhm.
And Power was like, it's because of my IQ or something. And they went to the whole IQ battle, talking about so my IQ is 100. And then the other girl was like, I think that's my IQ. And then she was like, oh, well, then it's 120.
And then Power's almost about 500. I think.
Yeah, 500. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Remember last week when she was talking about how she wants to win a Nobel Prize and do $100,
Mhm.
100% sales taxes?
Yep.
I was like, even if you are a fiend, you couldn't know. People gonna come after you for that. You wouldn't be able to escape that.
And
Yeah.
Code Ninja.
That happened. I'm so glad that they censored it by themselves because I don't like even in whether it's real life, whether it's a movie, whether it's anime, I don't want to see throw up.
Mm,
I'm sorry. Throw up is throw up, whether it's in a 2D world or not. I'm
I just
sorry.
feel so bad for Dingy. He finally got his first kiss, and that poor thing.
Yeah, careful what you wish for, because you surely gonna get it.
He got more than what he wanted. And then he went to his flashback about him and his little pet was eating out
Mhm.
of the dumpster, and they saw, what is that, rats or birds, something eating someone's, yeah, it was rats eating the puke. And it was funny because then he was like, oh, and he's in the bathroom throwing it up.
I know.
Or thing.
I can't see. I'm so glad they censored it. I was like, I can't see throw up. Whether it's in the anime world or real life, I can't. I'm sorry. But yeah, he was just about puking like his guts out, almost literally.
He was distraught. He really was. I
Yeah,
understand.
I do feel bad. I really do. He was throwing up for like a good God knows how long. Because he couldn't even walk afterwards.
Mm-mm.
He threw up everything in his body plus.
Whole thing. I feel bad for him.
Yeah. And then dude was talking about something. I'm like, I'm jealous of you or something. Well, why is he jealous? Because he was saying that he used to have to take care of his mom when she was drunk or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
um, I don't know. He said something about being jealous of Denji. He was like, are you serious right now? My first ever kiss had throw up in it. And you're jealous.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. So they finally it's time to go. Mom's gonna pay for everyone. And she was trying to find Denji, but Himeno took him home. And I was like, oh God, please tell me what's gonna happen next is like not what I think is gonna happen. And oh, they put a wrong picture there. Yeah. So I was really hoping this wouldn't happen, but
Well, they kind of cut the scene, so we don't know what's gonna happen until next week because it just ends with her laying like next to him, talking about something. So, do you want to do it? I was like, I doubt he's gonna say yes because he really wants Mikama. The
Yeah.
way she kind of teased him at the what was that, the fifth or fourth episode? She like
Yeah, like
teased him
yeah,
in the
like a couple
office.
episodes. Yeah.
So he just wanted a kiss from you, but he wants the whole shebang with her.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, she's probably even older than Jimeno, so that's even worse if that's the case.
Look,
I'm just gonna need him to wait a couple years so he can be legal enough. Even though it's gonna be weird, at least it's legal.
man, baby, the way if he keep on killing, he gonna get what he want.
Yeah, eventually. Well, she had to because she had to like ignite his passion to kill the gun devil
Mm-hmm.
because like it was so I guess because the gun devil is gonna be so intimidating that she just really had to give him the full fantasy to get him to work.
Doggone
Um
you.
yeah, so hopefully we'll see because like he's incapacitated 100%. And oh, you know, what's her name? Jimeno, she was like, "You're head over heels for her," and then she called her the B word, and I was like, "Oh,
You know, we gonna see what happens.
I
They
was
got
like,
some issues.
yeah, I mean, obviously her issues run deep as well, but oh well." But that was that episode. Hopefully, we'll see some more action next week. Not that kind of action, but action.
I just want to know what's gonna happen because it's just the way they left off and like during the end credits, you saw Amino sitting out there smoking, and I was like, okay, so did she go through with it? Did she not?
Yeah,
Did she
hope
sober up enough to be like, this is crazy?
I know. Hopefully, I don't think it's gonna happen like you said, but um,
I feel like
awkward.
he's gonna, I don't know. Hopefully, he just comes to him and be like, hey, back up. This is not what I want.
Yeah, I mean, because he's totally incapacitated. Like, he threw up so much that he can't even move, really.
I think
Um,
maybe we're looking
and it
for
doesn't
water
hurt.
when he woke up.
Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't get in the weird territory. But last week was kind of more. That's kind of like what I want to see more of. Like, I just need like real nitty gritty action dealing with devils. I want to see what the gun devil looks like.
That's gonna be interesting. I wonder if he's gonna actually look like a gun or something, or does he just have like guns for his arms and hands and stuff? I just want to know.
Right. Right. But also, why do you think it first appeared after 9/11 or like on 9/11?
Terrorist attack.
Yeah, I mean, that's a famous one, but it could have been.
I have no idea. That's a good question. I really don't have any idea on why he chose to pop up when he did.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, hopefully we'll get more into it. And then we'll see some other ones along the way.
Right.
Yeah,
We'll
I
see.
think it seems like the gun devil's probably going to be like the season one biggest problem that they're going to have to solve or whatever.
And then if that's the case, I wonder if they do get renewed for a second season, what's gonna be the biggest one?
Oh, true.
Obviously they're probably because it's probably also a book series, so it probably has something. So
Okay.
I just haven't read it yet because I don't have any time at all.
Yeah, I read like the first 3 chapters, which they actually skipped. In the second episode, there was a whole section in the manga, in that second chapter where so remember, like Makima and them, they picked him up, and they were driving him, to get food and whatever. Um, what they didn't show was before they went down to their headquarters, there was an instance where this dude had come into that shop they were at, and he was like, "Oh, they have this devil has my daughter," and Makima tells him that he has to go and kill that devil, or he's not able to eat his food. So he has to go in there and find the devil that was with the child and whatever. It's like the whole thing. So he has to pull out the chainsaws. I was like, I wonder why they didn't like
Hey,
do
first of all, you found him like passed out and already exhausted. So now you're just gonna exhaust him even more just for him to eat.
I know. He didn't eat, but he didn't even eat yet. That's the sad part. Like, and then he was like, wait, I haven't eaten yet. And she was like, remember, you're my dog. You do what I tell you to do. And uh yeah, I was like, yeah, you didn't have to do that though. That was weird.
He gonna learn. Hopefully he matures enough. He gonna learn like, hey, y'all gonna have to stop treating me like this.
Mhm.
I'm a grown man. Well, not right now, but when he get there, I'm a grown man. I can do what I want.
Yeah.
But
But I
we'll
mean,
see.
he's a teenager, so and he's also not like he didn't go to school. He's really simple minded, like the simplest form of simple mindedness.
The only thing he worried about is getting some coochie.
Yeah. And
Like,
they're literally using that for his motivation too.
and like when Power was like, if you get my cat back, you can fondle my chest, and he just went crazy.
I know. Even though she betrayed him.
Right.
And
But I mean, she kept her end of the bargain. She was like, "Look, you got my cat back, so a deal's a deal."
yeah.
I would have been like, you know what? I don't even want to touch you because you played me, you
Right.
tried to kill me. No, I'm good.
I
I'll
was
get it
like,
whatever. I'll get it somewhere else. Don't worry about it.
right? I was like, there are other fish in the sea. You don't have to.
You know, he's taking what he can get.
Right.
So he,
Yeah, we'll see. I have been able to read the rest of the chapters because I always say I was going to read it after I watched the episode,
mm-hmm.
but I haven't. I'm still on the chapter 3 or that episode. So their chapter 3 was the episode 2 because they skipped that little section in the
Yeah,
manga. Um, but I don't know what other parts they skipped unless I read it.
that's how it was when I was reading Black Butler. Like I read the manga first, and then I
Mhm.
like watched the episodes, and I was like, oh yeah, they're skipping some stuff, and I need to watch the whole thing because they don't have like they have I think 40 in the whole volume. Like it's like 40 something, I believe.
Black Butler?
Yeah, like it's a lot. It's they
Dang,
have a lot
I
of
didn't
books,
do.
and like Netflix or wherever I have watched it, it was like only one season and it wasn't a lot. Then they had like the little spin-off.
Mhm.
Um and then I actually found on YouTube they have a live action version of Black Butler.
I do wanna see that. I do know it exists, and I
Yeah, I
wanna see
watched. I didn't finish it, but it was pretty good. You know, it's not in English, obviously, but I had
it.
watched it and it was pretty decent. So you should definitely watch it. I
But
think
you know,
it's free too.
I do wanna see it actually. But the thing is with Black Butler, like, this is what also why I kinda started watching some anime and dubbed, is because, like, with Black Butler, even though it's anime and it's, Japanese original, like, they're in London, so it's just like it'd be weird to hear them speak Japanese when they're supposed to be British characters.
Well, I just watched it in the English version because they're British, and I just
Yeah.
could
They
do it.
actually put in the effort for the accents. So,
Mm-hmm. But it's
yeah.
pretty good. You should watch it.
I actually want to. I do. There's also supposed to be a live action Attack on Titan, but
I saw like the little preview on that, and I was like, I wonder how this is gonna go because
it would look weird.
if the graphics and the CGI is not right, then just keep
Mm,
it
it
out.
will mess up if the Titans don't look good.
Right.
If none of the mature like blood eating like Titan killing stuff, like if the actual like founding Titan and everything Attack Titan don't look good, then I don't there's no point.
Don't
So
get cheap with it.
also they would look really weird in real life. I mean, to see like what they would kind of look like.
I mean, just imagine seeing this big thing with a
Yeah,
smile going all the way back here,
freaky.
munching on somebody.
I know. And then how they made those ugly Titans like the regular ugly Titans, the way they was looking.
I
Really.
still gotta finish. I think I have like 4 more episodes of this last season.
Oh yeah, they're important. You should finish it.
I'm gonna watch it because it's like when I hold on when I saw Aaron and he had the Jaegerist and all that, I was getting pissed off. I was like,
Mhm.
damn, you really portraying your people. But then when he finally was able to wake up all the other Titans or whatever,
With the
and
rum thing, yeah.
he did the vision like for everybody. He was like, "My name is Aaron Yeager. I'm coming. Like you're not gonna attack my hometown or whatever where I'm from."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, so in the end, you were still doing it for your people, but you could have let your friends know like they was gonna have your back.
Yeah, well, I guess the thing is just like he was going to then proceed to kill the rest of the world,
Yeah,
but
and
his
I know
friends
Aaron
don't
was
have
that.
that same view. So that's why they're working with the Marlians. My brother and I were literally talking about this yesterday about how they were trying to make us feel sorry for Reiner and Gabby and them. I'm just like, I will never, ever, like ever feel sorry for them. Gabby, she can go.
I don't know. Oh, you talking about Gabi or however she says it?
Yeah, that little girl, she can go.
First of all, you up here kill Sasha, the least problematic person.
Least problematic character.
All she wanted to do was eat her food and be
That just
married.
piss me. I mean, piss everyone off.
And then and then you got what's his name? What's the other little boy name that came
Falco.
after her? Yeah, you got him in trouble because he came after your ass
Yep.
because you wanted to get revenge. You could have just left that alone and almost got him killed
Mm-hmm.
because he was about to get fed to a Titan too.
Sure was.
And I feel so bad for Falco. Like he was like, I'm only doing this because I love you. I don't want you to have to deal with this burden. Because
Yeah.
I don't really think she understands that after you inherit a Titan, you kind of only have 13 years to live. Like you don't
Yeah.
have a long life. Like
Nope.
that's it.
But I mean, it only shows like. But honestly, though, like her, I feel like her personality, even without all that, the what's it called, mine, the information that they feed these kids, like their leaders or whatever, the ones who teach them about Marlins being better than everybody else and
Right.
go attack the wall because those are devils and whatever, like the ones that teach them all those concepts and of superiority and stuff like that, like it just goes to show like how extremist it is.
Mm-hmm.
But also I just feel like even without her personality even without uh um all that stuff is just poor anyway, so she can go. Also, Zeke, I'm gonna really need them to finish him off because out of all the characters, I will never forgive what he did to Erwin and them when they remember in season 3 when Erwin made all the rest of the cadets sacrifice their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then so that Captain Levi could be able to do a sneak attack, and Zeke was like throwing all those rocks, just killing them and laughing while he was doing it. I was like, no, you don't get to come here and talk with my people and tell us you have a euthanization plan and stuff, or at least hide the fact that you have a euthanization plan while still trying to act all kiki with everyone else and everything. I was like, I would never, ever. I mean, even Aaron shouldn't have faked like he was trying to do something with him. I'm sorry, that was disgusting.
That's his brother, right? Zeke is his brother.
Yeah, Zeke is
It
they share the
was
same
funny
father.
though when they were like, I don't know, they were like in that other extraterrestrial world or whatever. Like
Yeah.
Zeke really thought he had won. Like he did. He was like, you shouldn't have trusted me, or I wish you was on my side or whatever. But in the end, like Aaron knew all along.
Everything that was, yeah, because
And
we saw that he and his visions and everything, he already saw past, present, future.
that's what I'm saying. He was able to see the future and everything, so he already knew what he needed to do. And
Yeah.
it was crazy because like their father, like he knew her father knew that they were there, which was the crazy part. And then
Mhm.
poor Zeke didn't even know. He didn't realize that he could do that. And then when his dad was like, Zeke, are you there? Like, I know you're there. He was
Mhm.
like, you need to stop Aaron. It was too late. I was like,
I was like, ain't nobody, honestly, when he told Zeke he could stop Aaron, I was like, no, let him go. Let him do it. I was like, Zeke don't need to be the one to stop no Aaron. He's the one who caused all this in the first place. So you get what you get and you don't get upset. So if
right,
Aaron was destroying the world, to be honest, y'all asked for it.
right. That's
Sorry.
on you.
Now, when it came to the Jaegerists, like I hate Flock. I'm glad he's gone. Like it didn't
Yeah,
matter
he
which
was
side he was on. I did not like him either way, no matter
he
what
was
side.
on this power trip. Like, first of all, you was scared about to lose your life when you first got out there
Thank
with the troops or whatever. But now all of a sudden you all big and bad and want
you.
to kill
Yeah,
people.
and then putting guns to other people's faces and stuff. I was like,
Girl, he really thought he did something.
I know that was the whole thing. I was like, yeah, you can
But
go. It didn't even matter.
what you call him? I had help me out here. He faked it. He faked that he was on their side finally. It's the one who's like in love with Mikasa, but doesn't want to admit it. Jean.
Oh,
Jean.
yeah.
And I really thought he was about to kill the black dude, like for real. Until I saw
Yeah.
he was like, oops, I missed.
Mm-hmm.
And then the jaw titan, was it the jaw titan? No, the one that crawls.
The car titan.
Yeah, came and got him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yeah,
glad Levi and what you call him was not dead.
I know that's my man.
Oh, I love me some Levi. I love Levi.
I know.
I really
He's
do.
my favorite character, and then it's Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. Have you seen Hunter x Hunter?
Mm-mm.
Ooh, girl, you should. You should. Because I saw Attack on Titan first, nothing will beat Attack on Titan. But if I didn't, it would be Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter.
It is so good.
I'm
Watch
gonna
it.
look into it.
It's so good. It is. It really is. Like so good.
I just started watching another one. It was like Castle something. They're about like vampires.
Castlevania?
Yeah, that one.
Yes, keep watching it. That's got the finest character.
I just started watching that one.
Okay, well then I won't spoil it. But when you see this character come out, like when they reveal this character, you're gonna be like, damn, he fine.
Mm.
Thankfully they use him throughout the that was good too. It's based off of a video game. I didn't play it, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I do like that as well. What else? Yeah, Hunter x Hunter, really great. You gotta look at it. It really is
Look
good.
into it.
It's really great with like world building, storyline, characters that you'll love. And yeah, like just it really is good. I'm not gonna lie. It is.
Look into it.
So it's 60 and they're continuing the manga's being continued right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are 6 seasons right now. On that are anime, but my brother was actually going to send me the link to continue reading because apparently these 6 seasons were really just set up
Mm-hmm.
like what's to come because there's way more stuff that's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna read it because it's going to take too long for the anime to come out, so I'm gonna just read it. Yeah, it's really good. Oh, this is an Attack on Titan poster, by the way. Oh, let me.
I think I'm trying to see it, but
It's
okay.
Yeah. So
I
I have
gotcha.
it there. My mom, she likes the picture, but she was like, what's this picture about? I was like, Mom, there's so many levels to this picture. I can't even really all explain it to you in like 10 seconds. But yeah, it's really good. Oh, I got this Mulan from what's it called? Box Lunch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because that's
The less erotic version of Spencer's in Hot Topic.
Oh, so you've heard of Box Lunch?
Mm-hmm. We have one in the mall.
I didn't know it existed until we went out to this mall out in like way out in Maryland this year and I saw a Box Lunch and I was like, this is very Hot Topic-esque.
But it's like it's more for kids. It's not extreme.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we go from least extreme to most. It's like Box Lunch, Hot Topic. Like, so you got Box Lunch for your tweens and under. Your teenagers is Hot Topic, and then 21 and up Spencer's.
Yep. Which is weird because I like a lot of those shirts that they have up there in Spencer's. Because I'll go there if I couldn't find a cute shirt from Hot Topic. But Box Lunch is where you really get like the more cosplayish type shirts. And they have Lord of the Rings in there as well. Like Hot Topic does not sell Lord of the Rings stuff. So they box lunch does. They had like this really cute princess shirt that I got, like Disney princesses shirt. So I like that store. It's cute. And then the same time, like Hot Topic has those hot cash thingies. Like Box Lunch will have that at the same time. So they're sister stores pretty much.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's real cute. I like them. But yeah, that is the end of chapter 7, not chapter 7, episode 7 of Chainsaw Man. Did you hear back from um JB Communication?
Girl, is we still recording? You gonna cut
Oh,
all this out?
oh, I guess okay. Well, I guess we'll get off. We'll get off first. Because honestly, I'm not really kind of ready for it. I don't even have makeup on. I usually put makeup on for these reviews, and today I was like, because I put makeup on yesterday when I went to, for Thanksgiving, because
Mm-hmm.
my father always takes pictures and everything and puts them on Facebook and stuff. So I don't want to look busted. Um, but I was like, you know what? I don't feel like putting makeup on 2 straight days like that. So I'm just fresh face, got all my bumps on my face that I wish wasn't there, but oh well.
Look, I did my face yesterday, and I'm barefaced today.
Yep.
So,
So all right, let's get let's get up out of here so we can
all right.
get ready for this other one. But yeah, um, thanks for watching. If you were watching, if you're gonna watch the replay, thank you so much, and hope you had a great time. Thanks to Carissa for being here. Um, I've wanted to discuss this with someone for a long time, so hopefully we can do more of this again in the following weeks. But if you enjoyed what you like, please like, share, and subscribe to Mel the Scientist. And also, do your business.
Oh, well, I'll do two of them. So yeah, I own two businesses. I have a skincare line, JK's Goodies. You can follow my Instagram for that. It is, hold on. It's a shame that I don't know like my username off the back. Like, is it that bad? So
Well,
it's
I have 3 different ones.
it's JKS underscore body care. That's for the skincare. And then I have a second business. It's snack business. We do all kinds of like popcorn. We're doing hot chocolate right now because obviously Christmas time, cold weather, everyone loves hot chocolate. So you can go follow that page as well. It's called Bayou Snacks. It's Bayou, BAYOU underscore snacks underscore. So I'll be looking forward to you guys.
Yes.
Thanks for having me again.
Yes. Also, if you're gonna do this in the following weeks, I'll have like StreamYard has like a banner thing that will go like in while we're talking. So if you plan on coming back, then I'll just have all of your socials down there. Um, like that's like right, down there. So that we don't have to like really explain it. So yeah, I'll do that next time. And as for me, like I said, you can get my Mel the Scientist bracelet at mellostorybox.com. I also do handmade bracelets, earrings, rings, the like. So definitely go ahead and support Black businesses this holiday season.
Yeah.
Um, these are definitely two business women who care about their businesses. Do you know about the whole pink sauce debacle?
I heard about it, and to be honest, it's one the customers that was actually buying that crap are kind of crazy and like slow to me because one first of all, if you buying a condiment that's like have milk or dairy products in it, it should be refrigerated. Like it's being shipped without being refrigerated. You're gonna get sick. Then if you watched any of her like videos or whatever, she doesn't even know what FDA approved means.
She doesn't sell medical products.
Yeah, and it's just like definitely means food in there, but go off. And it's like every time she makes a new batch, it does not have the same color, the same
Oh, yeah.
consistency. I was just like, yeah, you can't be mad at her if you could be mad at her for being sick, but you gotta be mad at yourself too, because you should have known better. I wasn't about that.
Nope. And then she straight up told it. Did you hear about how she went on the Karamo show and um told this customer that she was not special? A small business owner told a customer she is not special.
Oh, she don't want no customers because she don't want no customers. You don't talk to people like that. Like
Yeah.
you mad because they calling you out because first of all, I get that you mad, but you gotta take constructive criticism. They trying to help you out. You over here selling food that's getting people sick.
Mm-hmm.
And they can really come sue you because you don't have no permits, no license, like nothing. Like you just
Like you're not doing prepping your product in a
like
was it FDA approved kitchen? Was it
yeah, it's not FDA approved.
yeah, like a kitchen space that was like approved for you to actually make your product in and stuff. The whole thing. So I just feel just people like her set all of us back as colored entrepreneurs.
Yeah, and then we had other people on TikTok who actually are chefs, and they was like, okay, well, I'm gonna make the version of pink sauce or whatever, and they was just like, there's no way that she's saying that it doesn't have any milk in it and it has this type of consistency. So they like added mayo or like milk or something to get that consistency. So and then like when you looked at her food label, she was like, it has 40,000.
44.
Yeah, like your servings are horrible. Like, what are you doing?
I know. I don't think
And
they
I
even
was
mentioned
just,
that. I think it was a typo, which by the way is still like sus.
she didn't even spell vinegar right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there were a lot of things misspelled as well.
I was just mm-mm.
My thing is with all that, see, if she was actually humble from the get with all these mistakes, she would have had a lot more support. But now people will always be associating her product with
What she
her.
should have did was she should have did a lot more research
Mhm,
on things. Like, okay, yeah, like when we started our businesses, we knew we had good products, but we didn't just be like, okay, I'm about to sell it. We had to
mhm,
do research. We had to research and study like okay if I want to do this I want to market to this people it's a lot that goes into it. It's just not
mhm.
something you can do like that.
Yep.
And it's just dummies helping dummies, to be honest. Like I'm not trying to be mean, but like the people that bought that are some dummies, like really.
Yeah, so there were the people who I guess wanted to support the business, and that's fine.
It was just like so many red flags that they should have looked at because one, like in her video, she never like explained like how it tasted. She was just like, it's good. Like, first of all, you can't even tell me how your product tastes.
Yes, I know.
Second, your food label is trash. Three, you can't spell. You got a lot of misspellings on here.
Mm,
It's obviously okay. Everybody has those days they misspell things. Like, okay, I misspell stuff too. But it's just like as a business owner, you want to triple check, quadruple check your stuff before you
quadruple.
put it out there. Like
Yep,
we're always checking it because we want to put the best product that we can out there on the market. And
exactly.
then also if we're getting critical constructive criticism, we're gonna take that. We're not gonna get mad and try to belittle people because you don't agree with it. Like, baby, we're trying to help you.
Right.
I see the potential in your business. I really do, because it's different. Like, I would have never thought of pink sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
remember
The concept itself wasn't
it's
bad.
good, but she got a lot of work to do. She
Yeah,
does. And I'm not saying it like I have a multi-billionaire like company, but
right.
it's just learning from what we've learned and been through since we've started our businesses. It's like, okay, we can tell you a little something.
Mhm. Yeah, because we've interacted with customers firsthand through, pop-ups and stuff. Like we've been able to get like feedback through our reviews and everything, but this didn't happen overnight, like you said. Like, I started my what 2019, like late
Mm-hmm.
2019. Like, my business ain't out there yet, but at the same time, when it does, I'll know that I'll be able to control it better. I'll know I'll be able to market it better, advertise it better because I've had time to see what my audience likes. And
Mm-hmm.
um I don't know. This is weird. But look, I would love to have that immediate TikTok success. And that's the reason why I even got TikTok, to be honest, was to promote my products and stuff. But it didn't get the same traction as pink sauce, but also it's not notorious.
I
Um,
about to say, like, if your bracelets was getting people sick, you probably would have got some traction. But
right.
thank
That's
God
the
it's
thing.
not doing that.
Who
Like
wants
I wouldn't want to go viral for the wrong thing.
wrong? Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering if you knew about it because it's been
Yeah,
all over YouTube. And,
she's been quiet lately, so
well,
hopefully it's all right.
that's because she actually got someone to pick up her to partner with her, pick up her product and make it more suitable for the audiences and stuff.
Well, that's
At
good.
this
I'm
point,
happy
I
for
don't
her.
think anyone will be supporting it.
I wouldn't. Not after all these people that went to the hospital and got sick and that, and
Yeah.
then after the pink sauce, she had some other girl. I think she was from Mississippi or something, and she was doing spicy bowls and like they had like spicy shrimp and like all kinds of like soups and stuff, and
Mhm.
she was smelling it out. And it wasn't. It. She said it takes 3 days. She had mailed this one person's order on Friday, so it had to go this whole weekend sitting in the post office. And then she was like, when my stuff got to my house, it was like the spoiled smell. And I'm like, yeah, because your stuff's spoiled. It wasn't in a cooler with like dry ice to keep it cool.
Yeah.
I was just like, these people are just trying to make a quick buck and not really care about who they're selling it and how they're selling it.
Exactly.
Like,
But
yes, your spicy bowl is a good idea. But to be honest, you should have started locally where you
mhm,
can just, pop ups or just deliver locally. And
mhm,
then once you got bigger or enough research to figure out how to ship it, then
mhm.
you could have went there. Because obviously people ship food all the time, like
Right.
with
And
dry ice.
you need to know if it's okay. Like every single individual ingredient that you put in your stuff, you need to know how it needs to be handled in the mail.
Hmm.
And that
Especially
would have
seafood. Like seafood.
so if her product was, allegedly supposed to have honey and milk and dragon fruit, all that stuff, you need to know every single one of those ingredients and how they fare in the mail or how you're supposed to take it. I mean, milk, that was obvious. Come on now. Like that was just stupid. But other products that you're probably not used to working with, like dragon fruit, whatever that meant. I mean, I've heard people say it tastes like watered down ranch, so it may just be that. Um,
See, watered down ranch with food coloring.
but the thing is, like, a lot of companies could get away with that, but you're a small business, honey. You gotta you gotta like make yours authentic because your whole business as is way smaller. You can't afford to be scamming people because you don't
Right.
have anything. You can't get a like, Lord forbid someone actually did die from your product. You are over. There are companies that can make settlements to people for getting them sick or whatever because they got the money.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the money. You need to make sure you are as authentic as possible. But that's my opinion.
I wish her nothing but the best. Hope they
That's what I'm
fix
saying.
it.
I don't wish bad on her because like I was disappointed because it's people like her that set all of us back. And I want all of us to be able to move forward. So the fact that she has someone that is, working with her to make her product better, that's a big win. Congratulations. I still wish the same for me one day. At the same time, I'm glad I didn't have to go through all that BS for that to happen.
Then you
So
get
I'm
small black owned businesses that like have bad attitudes and bad customer service.
fine.
And then it's like I see other people like, this is why I don't support black owned businesses. And I was like, first of all, you might have had a bad experience with that person. Not all of us are like that,
Yeah,
okay? Just like how you said, like they're giving us a bad name. I promise you, our customer service, we're pretty good. We don't get rude, even though the customer might get rude with us. We don't get rude. We're gonna
nope.
try to fix the problem. Like we're not gonna make it seem like they're the problem.
Exactly. Because I've had a rude comment, the one I told you where they were like, "Oh, nothing under $20," like trying
Hmm.
to devalue my stuff in front of my face. And I was just like, well, they are handmade. I personally individually make each one, make sure they have the jewelry shield on it. Like that time and effort calculates to this type of price. Um, and then, I mean, I was still very offended by it, but
A
I
lot
can't.
of people don't understand how much we put into our products. Like,
Mhm.
okay, you go to Walmart and get these cheap bracelets because first of all, Walmart is getting these from manufacturing companies who have factories and machines that can do multiple to thousands at a time.
Exactly.
It's just us
Sitting
having
here,
the
it's
time.
taking me 30 minutes to make a dang bracelet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it takes time. So
Yeah.
you're not just paying for the bracelet, you're paying me for the time that I put into this product.
Mhm.
Same thing like with my products. Like, I don't just get like I used to do melt and pour for soap now. I don't do that anymore. I make it from scratch, like with the lye and the chemicals. I do that now. It's
Mhm.
gonna take more time because it has to sit and I have to make sure the temperatures are like it's a lot. So I
Mhm.
need you to understand why I'm pricing my stuff the way it is. You can
Exactly.
obviously go to Bath and Body Works and get that cheap lotion and stuff. But I don't know if it's just me, but since I started making my own skin products, like with moisturizers and lotions and stuff, my skin will dry up in 2 days if I use Bath and Body Works or anything that's not like shea butter or mango butter. Like,
Mhm.
that's because you pay attention to your skin. You know
Yeah.
what your skin likes. But like I said, if you want to go the cheap route and go get something more for your buck, then go ahead. It's not gonna hurt my feelings because I value my product and I know my product is good.
Exactly. Exactly. If you know your worth, especially if you know your worth, then you'll keep doing what you're doing and people will take notice and you will jump off. Um,
Right.
so it's only just a matter of time. But also we're really busy anyway. Like we have lives, we're in school or prepping for, higher learning and stuff. We'll get to a point where we can be able to focus a lot of time and effort to get our business to be like empires. But we're just doing what we can right now. And
Like this year, I have barely done anything for like my business. I've done like pop ups for like making new products and getting promotional sales. It's like I can't. I have school and personal life I gotta get through.
yeah, yeah.
So I have like my normal stuff on there, but other than that, I haven't come up with anything new.
Same. And I do have some new stuff. I just haven't been bothered to price it and put it up on the website.
See,
So I just
trying to get a Friday flyer out now, and it's just, oh,
I haven't posted since like on my Mel's Joy box. I haven't posted since like what, July, maybe August. I don't feel bad about it either because I'm busy trying to make money so that I can keep funding my passion.
I know. And it takes money to make money. That's the thing.
Yes, exactly. And we might as well end it right there. So yeah, thanks a bunch for watching. If you're watching the replay, thanks for supporting. And have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you in a couple hours. But for the rest of y'all, I'll see y'all next Friday back here at 4. And can't wait to see you until then. All right, peace out.